To me, I'll rank St. Johns County #1 in the state of Florida for storage facilities per square foot.
The developer of the Fiore Industrial Park on County Road 210 West wants to add a self-storage facility to the project.
During a Board of County Commissioners meeting, Attorney Doug Burnett requested to increase the maximum height of buildings on Phase 3 from 35 to 60 feet, sharing an artist's rendering of a comparable facility, also pointing out that the adjoining properties have a 120-foot tall hospital, a 90-foot tall retail space, and a 75-foot tall apartment building. Commissioner Krista Joseph questioned the need for the request.
How high is that one in that picture? That doesn't look like it's 60 feet. That looks like it's shorter.
It's in the 45-foot range.
I just have a problem with that just giant thing.
Joseph also questioned whether wetlands on the site will be protected.
And there is some wetlands there. Are you doing anything about that?
The wetlands on this site are very minimum, and they would be impacted. And for what it's worth, I think the person who normally holds the line on that, in PZA at least, is Dr. Hilsenbeck. And he actually supported this project.
Well, I'm not him.
For his part, Commissioner Henry Dean also questioning the need for another self-storage facility.
I've noticed the same thing. Smaller lot sizes, more houses, the big growth. We have so many storage units, but I don't see that as a negative necessarily. I just see it as a fact.
The request was ultimately approved by a vote of 4-1, with Commissioner Joseph casting the lone dissenting vote. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
They're not stopping me. This doesn't stop me at all.
Yesterday, we brought you the story of the recent contentious Republican Executive Committee special meeting to elect a new chair. Liz Ryan has a follow-up.
There's a lot of division in the St. Johns County REC. After Chair Blake Patterson's ouster, Jamie Parham was interim chair. He did not win the chairmanship last week, but vows to pursue his claims of misconduct as vice chair.
The secretary, who's in cahoots with the ex-chairman and treasurer who were removed with cause, sent out false emails to my supporters saying that they were not eligible to vote. They colluded with Democrats to ensure that their candidate got 18 minutes of speaking time and shouted me down and chanted like BLM activists during my speech. They'll now put forth false narratives of unity and wanting to work together, even though they spent the last year and a half keeping conservative Republicans from participating in their own party. And people need to know that we have Democrat activists running campaigns of so-called grassroots candidates. Just look at what they've done. A bankrupt REC. Thanks for letting me get the truth out there, away from the Saul Alinsky community organizers who would place a gag order on me if they could. I'm still the vice chair, and I'll continue to call out the corruption.
And now newly elected REC Chair Denver Cook.
There were a lot of factions that had been being pit against each other. We needed to have someone as chair who could bring everyone together so we could all accomplish what's needed for our community. I will be able to work with everyone who wants to come together and fix the problems that we face. And I will do all I can for them to have a voice, to participate, and so that we can all work together. When people say, can you work with Jamie? Is that going to be possible? Why wouldn't it be? I'm not here to be in a fight with anybody. I am here so that we can deal with the problems we're facing, with how our citizens have been being treated, how our elected officials ignore us, and how at the, when you talk about the federal level and our president, how we are being failed.
For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
A portion of the beach in St. Johns County is closing for a restoration project.
St. Johns County is closing Michler's Landing parking and beach access from May 18th to May 22nd to accelerate Ponte Vedra Beach Restoration Project. Joey Pellegrino, Public Affairs Specialist.
Michler's Landing parking and beach access is going to be temporarily closed this Wednesday, May 15th, so they can deliver some large equipment for the Ponte Vedra Beach Restoration Project. After that, it's going to be closed again from this Saturday, May 18th, all the way through Wednesday, May 22nd.
Pellegrino says the project is actually ahead of schedule, too.
It was originally supposed to be done, we expected, by mid-August, but under the current timeline, which is highly accelerated, we anticipate the project will be done by the end of June.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers St. Augustine Shore Protection Project, the South Ponte Vedra and Volano Army Corps Coastal Storm Risk Management Project, the South Ponte Vedra Dune Project, and the FEMA Dune Enhancement Project has been renourishing St. Johns County beaches, in the wake of erosion from Hurricane Ian and Hurricane Nicole. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.